Hello, hello, hi, Geekpreneur, what's happening? What's going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Zimi, and I'm somebody who went from corporate America to an online geekpreneur. My pancreas shut down, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on, and that sucked. So I got redirected to this whole online space, and now what I do, I help folks start a side business using the online space, and we use social media to grow it. Why not? Why the not? So, if that resonates with you, you like to get some extra money com- coming in, then go to sidegeeksean.com and answer a couple questions. And let's see if it is a fit for you or not. Let's go. Let's go. So I get an interesting one for you tonight. Hey, listen, some of us are into boxing and MMA and martial arts and combat sports, and some may not be, and they're both totally okay. By the end of this, though, if you are not a fan, you may become a fan at least of this guy, you know, because um, he may have a lot in common with some of us. Okay, let me ask you a question. What if the thing people told you to fix was actually your superpower? Have you ever been told you're like too different, or not doing it the right way, or you really got to change? I can relate to those statements because growing up, I heard that all the time. I heard, "Hey, you got to change. This is not good. You're way too different. You stand out too much." Um, and I just didn't really know what that meant because I was just being me. Now, I'll ask you another question. What would you rather do? Would you rather be somebody who like blends in and is accepted, or do you like to like stand out and risk even being misunderstood? Now, before you answer that question, I don't want you to answer the question based on what sounds good or what you would like it to be like. I want you to answer the question in reality in your life. What is happening? Are you somebody who blends in and and, and likes to be accepted, or would you stand out and even risk being misunderstood? Right. Well, let me tell you about this guy. This guy in boxing, there's so many rules, right? There's so many rules. If you're listen to me. I'm no boxer. Okay. uh, I'm no boxer, but I know some stuff, right? So boxing has a lot of rules. Standouts. Tracy says, "Stand out, stand up." It says, "Hated by many is sometimes a blessing." That's funny. That's probably true. So boxing has a lot of rules, right? They tell you to like hands up, chin down, no showboating, no mistakes, watch your opponent, do this, do that, right? Well, they told this guy the same stuff. They told him hands up, chin down, tucked in, no showboating, no mistakes, be careful what you do, don't take chances, don't. Well, he ignored every single one of them, like literally, like ignored every single one of boxing rules. He was born in Sheffield, England, from Yemeni parents. He started boxing at 7, and he got trained, and he was just way different from the beginning. He got trained by Brendan Engel, and Brendan Engel taught him not to fight safe. He taught him how to fight different. How amazing is that? I really like that. Heads down, chin, hands down, chin up. He was dodging the punches from other boxers, like with just like with inches by inches. He was taunting them and knocking them out. If you haven't guessed by now, this boxer's name was Prince Nassim. He, like he, okay. So if you watch them, right, and I've watched some of his older fights, and it just entertaining, to say the least. He's dancing around, he's moving around, he's doing all kinds of acrobatic stuff, and he's knocking people out. Like, and these are not just like no good opponents. I mean, we're talking. Let me tell you this guy's record in a second. So what looked like madness, it was actually precision. He knew exactly what he was doing. What looked like it was reckless, it was actually controlled chaos. Prince Nassim ended his career by 36-1. That means he had 37 fights, and out of those fights, he won 36 of them, lost one. Out of the 36 that he won, 31 of those wins came by the way of knockout. He knocked out 35 people out cold. He was the world champ at the featherweight. Then he held the WBO title. Then he held the IFB title. And then later he became the WBC champ. You know, it was weird because it wasn't like people would get in there and like fear his power or something like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't that. It was like they feared the way they lost. It's like they feared the humiliation. Does that make sense? Like they didn't just lose. They were just like it looked pretty bad, right? Johnny, my man, what's going on? I see you, brother, on Facebook. And so it wasn't like um, you didn't just lose, and you lost like on his tariff, like on his stage. It was his show. It was his thing in front of the whole world. Like the whole world is watching, and he's just making a mockery out of you, right? He just knocks you out, right? He broke every rule of boxing. You know, like literally every rule of boxing. If you ever watch this guy fight, and if you ever get some boxing coaches, right, they're gonna tell you, "Don't do that." Don't like literally don't do any of the stuff he did. Um, but he made it look so good. He made it look beautiful. It was so different. He was outside the like arena, not even box, right? He was just way out there. He was unique, and he wasn't just like a world champ, but he was like a spectacle. He was a spectacle, right? I mean, people would pay to come watch this guy knock people out in the fashion that he did, right? And he was like nobody else has ever come to the boxing world like him. He was really once in a generation like genius, like a marketing boxing genius, right? So I don't know if you've ever heard or have watch some of his fights. Maybe somebody out there has seen him live in person, and maybe you can drop a little thought in the comments if that is you. But if you know who that is, Prince Nassim, drop a little boxing glove in the comments. The reason why I share that with you is, hey, listen, you can break all the rules. Yeah, I said it. You can break all the rules and make it look amazing and still stand at the top of the world. When you break rules, you break them in a controlled chaos. You don't just break them because you're against rules. It's a big difference. You're not against authority. Oh, Jack. Hey, Jack knows what's up. Hey, Jack, I see you on YouTube, brother. Yeah, it's not like, it's not like you hate authority. It's not that. You break the rules. It's just like you got your own little finesse, right? Your style. But if you're gonna break the rules, you better make sure that you come on top. How embarrassing would it be if you broke all the rules and you ended up at the bottom every time? That would kind of suck, right? So break in with confidence because you know what time it is, right? Because you know you, right? Your character, who you are. Stand out. Be loud and proud. Don't step over people's feet, right? Do the right thing, and hey, become somebody who's just, it's like a once in a generation genius. If you watch MMA, if you're into UFC and stuff like that, Conor McGregor just did that. That's the guy that can just kind of once in a while comes around and just kind of, right, lights everything up. um, be that person. Be that person that stands out, that is bold, that is talked about in a good, positive way, that you can become a role model to somebody else. So, with that, hopefully, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple of people, and let us go. For those of you on YouTube who are watching, hey, consider subscribing, hitting that bell button. And I actually recommend you follow me on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. No, I don't have Lemonade. Leave me alone. And you can find me across the board as Side Gig Sean. Listen, I'm Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who went from corporate America to an online gigpreneur. I help folks like you, like myself, to start a little business on the side using the online space. And we use social media to grow it. Why? Because it's freaking free. That's why. So, if that resonates with you, if you like to bring in a little bit extra money, you don't mind the hustle, being flexible, then go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple questions, and let's see if it's a fit for you. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.